Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 College Bowl Games. This one will be a little different. We're going to be talking about 9 bowl games, and me and Ace are each going to give our opinion. So, before starting out with Oklahoma versus LSU, the Peach Bowl, LSU is minus 13.5. I'll let Ace start it out.
All right, boys, college football bowl game special. Nothing like watching the bowl games during the last week of December. Get that hot cocoa with some whipped cream. Get under the blankets and just watching those games all day.
Right.
There's a lot of good bowl games. I know there's been some already happen, but the good slate of games are coming. So we're gonna do this a little bit different. We got 9 games here, and we're just gonna give our analysis on each game. So we'll start, like we said, with the Peach Bowl. We got Oklahoma versus LSU. LSU is a 13.5-point favorite. You know what? On this game, LSU's been on fire. Nobody can stop them. They should definitely be a 13.5-point favorite. But Oklahoma can put up some points. LSU's questionable at defense. I think LSU wins this. I think Oklahoma stays in this with some garbage time touchdowns. They could keep it interesting too. So I easily like Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma plus 13.5. Big Ree.
Unfortunately, I'm going the other way. I like LSU to cover this. The spread is high for a reason, and Oklahoma had 3 players suspended. I hope they win. Because I really want Jalen Hurts to win the championship after transferring from Alabama, and now Alabama not making the playoffs. And
that would be great.
Jalen Hurts winning it, that would be just amazing. But I don't think it's going to end that way, and I think LSU is going to put a whooping on them. And we'll move on to the second bowl game, which is the other playoff game, Clemson versus Ohio State, the Fiesta Bowl. The current spread is Clemson minus 2. What do you think, Ace?
This was a tough one. This is definitely a tough one compared to the first playoff game. Clemson, they've hit their stride, and Trevor Lawrence is on fire, but so is Justin Fields, man, for Ohio State. This is just going to be a really good game to watch. God damn, I don't think we're going to be able to watch this one, huh?
Yeah, we'll probably.
Are you kidding me? I got to DVR this game.
No, we'll watch it on our phones.
You can watch on your phones, but there's nothing like relaxing on the recliner,
on the
with the big screen.
With the hot cocoa.
I just realized that right at this time. Damn it.
We're not going to...
Oh, gosh.
We're going to miss this Sunday's games, too, and Saturday.
Oh, okay, we got a wedding to attend, boys. Unfortunately, we have a wedding to attend on Saturday, and... I'm gonna have to do.
Are you gonna cry, Ace?
I'm disappointed. I was really looking forward to both of these games, man.
Damn, dude, how do you feel about this?
Okay, well, you know what? It is what it is. But back to the game. Look, it's gonna be a really good game, but you know what? I'm going with Ohio State here. I think Ohio State is winning this game. You know what? They're just playing lights out. I know their competition level has been kind of weak, but they've been playing lights out. I'm taking Ohio State plus 2.
I agree with Ace on this one. Everyone's going to be high on Clemson, and no one's giving Ohio State the credit they deserve, and they're going to play lights. It's going to be a close game, and I think Ohio State wins on a game-winning field goal. And we're going to move on to the next bowl game, the Alamo Bowl. We got Texas versus Utah. Utah is 7-point favorite. Let's go, Ace.
All right, Alamo Bowl, boys. Look, this is going to be another good game. Unfortunately, you never know what you're going to get with Texas. You just don't, those guys. You never know here. And I think Utah, they're disappointed. They thought they were going to have a chance to get into that championship game if they won. They didn't in the Pac-12 championship game. But I think they're going to blow out Texas. Easy one here. I'm taking Utah minus 7.
I agree 100% on this one. Before the season started, Texas was considered to be a title contender, and now they're not even ranked at all. Sam Ehlinger disappointed everyone, and Utah has a really good defense. They should control this game. And it's in Texas. Technically, Texas has home field because it's like 70 miles south from Austin. to San Antonio, but I still like Utah -7. Next bowl game is the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. We got USC versus Iowa. Iowa is a 2-point favorite.
Holiday Bowl, USC versus Iowa in San Diego, as Big Reese said, which is about 100 to 120 miles south of downtown Los Angeles. So the Trojans will have a lot of contingents in the game. It will be it's definitely a slated game for the Trojans over there. If I wasn't busy again on Friday, I probably would be at this game.
We'd be there for sure.
I'd for sure be at
We were thinking about going. We put it in the chat. We were like, oh shit, we gotta go to the wedding.
Look, there's a lot of stuff going on, and USC versus Iowa. I'd be there. I'd be at Royal Cafe.
Yeah, the Somalian
afterwards.
place, bro.
There's some Somalian restaurant. There's some Somalian restaurant in San Diego. So if any of the viewers are gonna go to this game, I don't know, but there's a Somalian restaurant called Royal Cafe. Unbelievable. That food was great food, but the number one item there was the tea.
For sure.
The milk tea there was unreal. I had 3 cups when we were there. Literally 3 cups.
I think we should go the week after just for.
I'm down to drive out there just for the tea, but literally, looking forward to that game, the Trojan games, and the tea. Damn it! Ay. What's going on? But look, back to the Holiday Bowl. The Trojans have a lot of momentum, and this is in their backyard here. Iowa's a good team too. I like Iowa as well, but I like the Trojans to win outright, and so I'm taking USC +2.
Agree again here. Iowa's a good team, solid defense, but I think USC takes this one by 7, and the coach kept his job, unfortunately. I didn't want that. And USC should win. I think USC wins 27-20. The next game we got is Michigan versus Alabama in the Citrus Bowl. Alabama is -7.
Citrus Bowl, boys. Michigan versus Alabama. Look, this is a very tricky game. I'm going to say it right and for different reasons. First, it's tricky because Alabama is still a good team without Tua, first of all, and so, these guys were penciled in for the national championship game, and now they're in the Citrus Bowl, so they're a really good team. And then Michigan, look, Harbaugh needs to win some bowl games. I think they got blown out last year to Florida,
right.
And so he needs to win some bowl games. So that's why it's tough. It's like, but. Look, Michigan did not look good. The bottom line is Michigan does not look good. This is a tough one. This is a tough one, guys. You know what? I'm going with Michigan here. I think Michigan comes to play, and Alabama is probably already checked out because they're looking forward to national championships, not Citrus Bowl victories. And so I'm taking Michigan +7.
That's fair. You have a good point, but gonna disagree on this one. Every time I pick Michigan, they disappoint me, and every time I've gone with Alabama, they do well. I think they're gonna play well. Nick Saban definitely gets his team together, so I'm taking Alabama -7. The next game we got is the one they call the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, Wisconsin versus Oregon. Wisconsin is a 2.5-point favorite.
All right, boys, the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all. Wisconsin versus Oregon. Look, I really like Oregon here, and I like Oregon because I feel like quarterback Justin Herbert wants to put on a show. He's going to play, right, Big Ree?
Yeah.
He wants to put on a show, put a last performance, try to get himself into the top 5 conversation, maybe the number 1 overall pick, possibly. And so he's going to play well. And I like Oregon. Look, Wisconsin, I think they're a solid team, but I think Oregon wins this. I like Oregon +2.5.
I agree 100% on this one. The crowd is going to be 50-50. We do have a lot of Wisconsin fans here in Southern California. But Oregon, I think, Justin Herbert's got to show up. And I think Oregon wins by, I'd say 4. And the next game we got is the Sugar Bowl, Baylor versus Georgia. Georgia is 6.5-point favorite.
This is another good one. When is this game? Do you know when it is?
I believe it's New Year's Day.
Okay, good. So this is one of the other games that I'm
That you
really
really
looking
wanna
forward
watch?
to watching.
Okay,
You know,
I think,
Baylor's had a good season, and they've played well. I know they've had some losses to Oklahoma, but those are good games. And Georgia, I'm not that impressed with, but there's definitely going to be a talent discrepancy here. 6.5 points. I think everyone's going to be pounding the hell out of Georgia. I think Georgia is not going to win by 6.5. Even if they win, it's going to be by under 6.5. I think Baylor keeps this close, possibly wins. I'm taking Baylor plus 6.5, Big Reed.
I agree again on this one. It's going to be a good one. I think Georgia wins by 4, but Baylor, it'll be a close one. Baylor's going to show up. They're a good team. Everyone just underestimates them. Don't get fooled by Georgia's name. Take Baylor plus 6.5. The last game, the next game we got is Minnesota versus Auburn in the Outback Bowl. Auburn is a 7.5 point favorite.
Minnesota versus Auburn. You know, look, Auburn, both good teams. Minnesota, surprise team this year, played really well. Look, this game, once again, I when it comes to bowl games, especially with these schools that are not getting to these big bowls, these bowl victories are very important. They mean a lot. Look, and once again, Minnesota really wants this win. That whether they're gonna win or not, but I think they're gonna stay in the 7.5. Not impressed with Auburn. You know, they're a solid team, but I like Minnesota here, and I'm taking Minnesota plus 7.5.
I'm going to disagree on this one. I like Auburn here. They're going to play a well defensive game. It's going to be a low scoring game. And I think Auburn wins by double digits. Going on with the last game, we got the Cotton Bowl. We got Penn State versus Memphis. Penn State is a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, this is another game that I'm looking forward to, the Cotton Bowl. Big fan of Memphis here. Love Memphis. And look, Penn State's a good team here, and I'm going to be just straightforward here. Look, Memphis is a high-powered offense, but I think their defense is not going to be able to hold Penn State. They can keep it close, but eventually Penn State's going to pull away. And so I like Penn State minus 7. Big Reed.
Agree 100% here on this one. Definitely Penn State. They're going to give a whooping. Memphis has a very easy schedule overall, and that's why they're even here. They shouldn't be here. And Penn State wins easily. Before we take off, just want to wish everyone happy holidays again. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. And drive. Don't drink and drive. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
All right,
Peace out,
boys.
guys.
Thanks.